Hey guys! I'm just gonna wait a few minutes while everybody kind of logs on and joins us. I know Tracy's been super excited for this all day. She kills me. It's 1, right? Okay. It's 1 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Trace! I'm going to go ahead and get started just because I know as you're joining that your time is valuable and so is mine. And so I want to go ahead and make sure that I'm able to cover everything. And then if you get on a little bit late, you can always go back and watch whatever you missed. So I know Tracy won't miss anything. First of all, I just want to talk a little bit about social media in general. So people come to social media for one reason. That's really it. It's to be entertained. We don't go to social media to buy stuff. We don't go to social media because we're just hoping to find the latest craze. We honestly get on social media to be entertained. The times when me personally, I always have my phone in my hand. Of course, I don't right now because I'm on it with you guys, but you always pretty much have your phone right here in your hands. Pretty much everyone does. Everywhere you go, at the park. Heck, I even see people driving with their phones in their hands. So we have very much as a society become very attached to them. So understanding social media and how it works and what people are wanting is one of the biggest keys as for us in our business to be able to build our business. So because people are coming to be entertained, we need to make sure that we are not just selling to them. We need to also make sure that we are doing some entertaining as well. A lot of people I've heard at seminar using the 911 list just in general to see that overall in 11 posts, you want to make sure that 9 of them have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with selling your product. Most people on your Facebook page, hi Mel, most people on your Facebook page as well as on your Instagram, most people are gonna know kind of already what you're selling. So the biggest point of what we're doing is we're entertaining. Now, of course, you also wanna be educating while you're entertaining. So maybe you are posting an article about, hi Debbie, posting an article about how to put eye cream on or why we use eye cream, because eye cream's super important. And so you're posting that article because you want people to see how important it is, but at the same time you're not saying, and hey, our eye cream is $50 and it is the best because because again, then you're selling. And you don't want to be selling. Part of that is you want to be educating. So when you're explaining to them, oh my gosh, I just figured out why we use eye cream. I had no clue, and I'm using this example because it's for real. I learned about it and I had no clue. So the reason we use eye cream is because the area around our eyes actually produces absolutely no oils whatsoever. So as you put your eye cream on, and of course you want to show them how to use it and how to do it too, but when you put it on, it adds those oils in that is so necessary so that we don't end up with crow's feet when we get older, or that it decreases the amount of crow's feet that we currently have. Duh, that's awesome. And when you explain it to me that way, personally, I'm like, oh, well, duh, I need eye cream. Give me some eye cream. And again, it might not be something that they come to you right away about, but because you're providing that education, they're, oh, she knows what she's talking about. She knows her stuff. Oh, next time when I need something, I'm gonna go ask her because I want to learn more. So the education factor is huge. So again, you don't want to be selling at all when you're educating. You just want to be educating. The other thing that's really important is having that personal aspect in everything that you post. So it really should be about you. For example, I love musicals. I'm a singer. So recently on my Facebook page, I'm gonna go to Facebook for a minute. Recently on my Facebook page, I posted something about my favorite musical, and I did a poll about what everyone else's were, and I had all kinds of amazing interaction on it, back and forth between different people that didn't even know each other, that were like, I love that musical too, and this, that, and the other. But it's because it's real to me. Now, Tracy may be like, what is a musical? Sorry, you might probably not, but you might be. And so in that regard, I mean, it would be useless for you to post that on your page, although you'd probably get some interaction still. It's not true to you. So you have to find those things that are true to you and really post about things that matter to you in general. So, and of course then, like, every one of those 11 posts, you're gonna post something about recruiting or selling something, asking for a sale, but really that is where it's at. So I have spent a lot of time since I started learning about social media. When I first started, one of the girls that joined my team pretty quickly, oh, it froze? I'm sorry. One of the girls that joined my team pretty quickly was huge into Instagram, and she was all over Instagram, and I kept asking her, okay, so tell me your secrets, like, tell me more about Instagram. How do you use it? So I think it's really funny that Tracy wants me to do this, because I feel like I still know so little, but there's still so much to learn. I guess I should put it that way. But I have spent a lot of time trying to learn as much as I can as well. So one of the ways that I have done a lot of learning is I posted a link in the comments at the very, very beginning. And in the link is a couple different things I wanted to share with you. So a particular person I found who I have just been so enamored with, her name is Brenda Stir. She is a social media guru, and she's a direct selling guru. And so she actually has a Facebook group on Facebook called the Socialite Suite. There's like over 80,000 people in it. It's amazing. And it's people of all direct sales backgrounds. It doesn't matter what background they are. There's tons and tons of different people in there. But it's very helpful, and you will learn so much if you get on and follow that group. So unlike, following all of our awesome upline groups, they're wonderful, but we're all mixing in with the same people. And the nice thing about this other group is you're learning lots of information, and they're not all selling Senegent, so you also have some opportunities to make some connections, most likely off the page, because that wouldn't really be appropriate, but you make connections with people. She also has a website called sassysweet.com, and she sells all kinds of amazing courses. Barbara, I do too, it's amazing. She sells all kinds of courses. I have taken most of them. I'm a huge fan. Her Instagram one is phenomenal. I couldn't even begin to share all the stuff that she shares in it. I believe it costs like $49 or something. It's not like they're horrendously expensive, but they're all visual. So you're able to go onto your computer, and she has like part 1, part 2, part 3, and there's maybe 10 or 15 parts. And each part will have a short video, so you can kind of watch it on your own time, watch that 7-minute video, digest it, go through and do whatever she says to do that you think is applicable to your business. And it's very important. Yeah, education, personal development, right? It's important. So if you don't feel like you're strong in social media area, or if you're just like me and you just want to keep learning, because there's so much to learn, she's a great one to follow. So I did list the link up there. If you click on it, it's just my affiliate link through her, so it will take you directly to the courses. She offers other options as well. Once you take a course, you can be in her Facebook group called the Elite Suite. And that one's also a fabulous one. And instead of having 80,000, there's about 3,000 people in there. So it's a little bit smaller. And then she also has a paid group, which I know it's something else to pay for. I'm sorry, I'm not like touting for her, but I love her. So it costs, I believe, $12.99 a month. And it is my favorite part of the day. She gets on and she does a half-hour tip of the day, Monday through Friday, every single day. She texts you beforehand, so you know what time it is. You get on, you watch it, or you can watch it later. And then she gives little challenges and things, and it's just to help you learn more. So for example, this week we've been working on Pinterest, and next week we're focusing on Pinterest as well. So she basically gives us a challenge every day, and it gets you out of your comfort zone. It's something to learn. So, okay, another thing. So let's get to Instagram, okay? So Instagram is a really narrow channel, which is different than Facebook. Facebook is very wide open, and like anybody and everybody you want focused on you, okay? But in Instagram, people want to follow you because you give them something of value. So your channel that you're offering is narrow. So what I mean by that is that really what you're selling, it's not that you're selling, but what you're offering should be listed in your profile. And we're gonna get into that in just a second. So you can definitely have a personal account on Instagram. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Instagram's amazing in that regards. But you definitely also want to have a business account. On the business account, again, you're still gonna do the 911 where you're posting mostly things that are personality or education based. And then you're mixing in some selling points as well. But you really need to make sure that no matter what, you have that business account, okay? You don't have to have the personal, but do try to keep them a little bit separate. And the reason behind it is simply because you want your friends to follow you. And then you want everybody else to follow you as well. But a lot of times your friends, as much as we love them, are a little more hesitant to jump on the business bandwagon. And so if you're still posting in your personal account, whether it be Facebook or Instagram, we'll just cross that divide right now, then you are reaching those people who love you because of who you are. And so as you're posting those silly things that you do, the things that kind of make you human, that make you quirky, perfect example, I'll give you a great one. So the other day I went in to go take my laundry out, and I realized that I never put the clothes in. Yeah, I ran an entire cycle of laundry with soap and everything, but I forgot to put the clothes in. So I jokingly, of course, posted a picture of that on Instagram and said, oh, have any of y'all ever done this? Yep, I feel like a pretty big dork today, but ha ha ha, right? Like we all do stupid stuff like that. And it, again, that brings in that education factor where you're like, oh, Haley, you rock. That's so awesome, right? Tracy's like, bless your heart. Yeah, exactly. But those things make us human. And so our friends are like, oh my gosh, I can totally see her doing that. And they're laughing like crazy. And at the same point, oh, I remember why I like her. And then when that opportunity comes up where they see something cross-posted, and they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go check that lipstick out. My girlfriend said she was selling that. So it's just, again, it's a way. So having personal and business is important. You don't need to post in your personal one every single day, but 2 to 3 times a week over there is perfect. You can certainly post every day if you want to, but your business account, you should definitely be posting every single day. So your profile, let's talk about profile. Profile is really important. So this is the point where it basically tells a little bit about you when someone clicks on it. It should tell people what you provide. So for example, whether your focus in your Instagram, and you get to decide this, it's totally up to you. Oh, thanks, Kimberly, I love you too. You tell people like maybe you are gonna do a bunch of makeup tips. Maybe you provide motivational tips. Maybe you are putting motivational quotes up a lot. Maybe you're doing tutorials about how to do different makeup looks. Maybe you're into hair care or hairstyling, or maybe you're a beauty blogger. Whatever it is, you want that to be in your profile so that when someone clicks on your profile, because they do, I promise, when they click on your profile, they see right away, oh, that's Tracy Sharp. She, number one, sells Senegence. Oh, look, she's an independent Senegence distributor. Please do not say LipSense. We all love LipSense, but LipSense is a product. If you need to say, you know, AKA LipSense or LipSense by Senegence, but Senegence International is the name of our company. That is the name that should be there, okay? And say that you are an independent distributor so that you know that you don't get in trouble with corporate, because that is true. You're an independent distributor with the company. You don't, this isn't an Instagram of the company. Make sure you have your distributor ID listed, because every now and then, I promise you're gonna get people that automatically just like you, are following you, and they just wanna go sign up, and they take your ID and they just sign up. You're like, who the heck is? Ah, awesome, I'm so glad you're on my team. So make sure you have that. Another thing is that it should link them to your Facebook group or to your Senna site, wherever you're trying to get people to go. You need to have that link listed there so they can easily access that and go down to that as well. Let me make sure I got everything. But basically just tell them what you're gonna provide, okay? So that's part of your profile. When they click on it, they should be able to quickly tell you're #1 Ascendagents distributor and you have your ID, and then what it is that you provide. Beauty and makeup tips, you know, all those different things we talked about. Okay, second thing is, thanks Trace. Second thing is your feed. So the feed is when you pull someone's account up and you can scroll and look through all their pictures and all the things that they've posted. Your feed should look pretty. Looking pretty is, to me, stupid, but to a lot of people, it really, really matters on Instagram. I didn't realize that until I actually started trying to work on my feed, which I'm not very good at. But I tried to work on it to make it aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and I actually started getting messages from people saying, oh, your feed is so pretty. I'm like, who cares? But obviously people do, and then they follow you. So having a pretty feed is a good thing. You can actually even set up, okay, so what I mean by that, you want it to be cohesive. So you want it maybe using a color scheme that ties it all together. If, for example, if you're posting quotes, maybe every other picture is a quote, you know, and then you can put your pictures in of whatever it is you're doing. So just so that it looks consistent, cohesive, it all goes together and it looks pretty. And then maybe the backgrounds that you're using, the colors are very similar. So, or you're using the same filter, all those things. But basically it looks like it all goes together and works well. So I'm reading notes, so sorry, I wanna make sure I got everything. I'm not really good at it, but I know it's really important. And if you go in and just type in random people and look through their feeds, a lot of people pick people to follow based on their feeds. So just FYI, it's really important. Another thing is when someone pulls up your feed, just by looking at your feed without even pulling up your profile, they really should be able to tell what it is that you're selling. You know, that you're a distributor of some sort, or that you are all about makeup and beauty. They should be able to pick that up just from looking through your feed. So you want to make sure that you're posting pictures that kind of go along with that on your business feed as well. Or beauty focused, okay? Okay, third thing we're gonna talk about is your story in general, which Tracy and Melanie, when they were here visiting me, had a lot of fun with their stories, or with Tracy's story. So stories are huge. So if you haven't played around with them, there are those little teeny tiny circles up at the top, okay? If you click on it and you poke on it, or whatever, you bring it up, it will actually just start playing. And often people only have 1 or 2 things in their story. Sometimes there's like 15, and you can basically, seriously, they'll just keep playing on and on and on. So you could just sit there and watch people's story. Again, entertained, right? We're all about being entertained. So you don't want to make them all serious and focused on makeup. You want it to be fun as well. Okay, so when you click on your story, a bunch of little things come up at the bottom. There are 5 little icons that come up at the bottom, and they're this way along the bottom. The first one says live. So live on Instagram is very different than live on Facebook. So on Facebook, the nice thing about it is you can go live, people can watch it live, but then as well, it stays on your page. So people can watch it for days, months afterwards. They can go back and pull it up and watch the whole thing. On Instagram, it's not that way. When you go live, it is seriously live. And the moment your live is gone, it's off. So if you have a really large following and you have touted, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be on at this time, you know, you could get people on and even do, sorry, my eye's bugging me, even do like a live sale or something right there live. But again, it's gone the moment that you push the finish button. Okay, second thing on there is normal, is what it's called. Basically, it just takes a picture, super simple. Third one is boomerang. If you guys saw that cute boomerang that Katie Enos and Leslie and Joni did the other day where they were like going like this, it was super cute. It is about 2 seconds and it's just like a short little movie because it kind of goes zzz. It's kind of funky, but it's really cool. Rewind is a 20 seconds without any sound whatsoever. So I have not figured out why they call it rewind. Maybe there's something else it does, but that's what I can figure out that it does. But basically it just plays over and over and over. So maybe that's why they call it rewind. I don't know. But then the last one is the hands-free. And the nice part about the hands-free is that you can set your phone up on your pop socket if you have one. And it's 20 seconds. And it's like a little, you can do a commercial or you can do a live sale or whatever. But again, it only is going to stay in your story. So everything that stays in your story stays for 24 hours tops. And then it's gone from the moment that you put it on. So if you put it on at 11 o'clock at night, it is gone at 11 o'clock the next night. But it's just very specific to that, okay? So there's also some really fun filters down at the bottom that are really cool. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about those in just a second. So to make a story, what you're gonna do, first thing is you're gonna go up to the top where the little icons are, and it's when you're on your home page, so you can see everybody else's stuff that you're scrolling through. Maybe, Barbara, that might be why it's called rewind. I don't know. So you click on your story, right? And then you're gonna pick your option. So whether you're gonna do live or your boomerang or whatever it is, okay? So you're gonna do that, you click on it. So for example, let's say we're gonna take a picture. So we're gonna take a picture. So we're gonna use the normal option. So then a whole bunch of stuff appears on the screen once you take that picture. So the picture will show up with all these fun little icons on it. So at the top, right away, there's an X at the top in the left top corner. And that is if you go, oh my gosh, that picture's horrible. Yeah, no way. You can just exit and it will delete it and take you back to the screen where you can then take another picture, okay? You can only take one at a time. Then along the top and the right-hand corner, there are 3 little icons. One is a little sticker icon, which is super fun. The stickers change every day, so you can click on it and then the sticker comes up. Like, for example, one of the ones I put on mine today said Friday, and there was another one that said Friday with like a picture of French fries. It was super cute. So you just click on it and then the sticker appears on your picture, and you can make it bigger or smaller depending on where you want to put it and move it around, okay? Super easy. The one right next to it is like a pencil. And that is one where when you click on that, you can actually use your finger and write on the screen whatever you want to write. So it's your handwriting. So it makes it kind of fun and special and more personal, okay? The next one is, it's a capital A and a little a, which basically that is you can type in whatever you want. So same concept, you can push on it and you can type in goddess with glossy gloss and click on it, and then you can actually change the color and you can move it around. So you have everything that you need in there, okay? On the bottom of that same screen, you're gonna see first a button down at the bottom says save. And it says it right on there, save. So that button is really great because say you just really, really, really like the picture that you took or the video that you did or the boomerang or whatever, you can actually save it and it will save it to your phone camera just in general, so you can access it again and then put it on Facebook if you want or use it as something else. The second one is it has the little story circle on it and it says your story. If you click that button, it will immediately add whatever you just did to your story. So it'll just push it right up to your story right away. Then there's one more. Over on the side, on the right side at the bottom, there's one that says next. And if you click on that one will actually take you to a screen where you can select, and it will have a bunch of people listed and a search, and you can then type in and be like, Tracy Sharp, Melanie Marshall. You can like connect people there, right there. And then and then push send, and basically it will send whatever you just did to those specific individuals. You can also at the same time click my story because it is listed in there too, but then you can type in friends that you specifically want to send it to and whatever. So you don't even have to post it to your story. You can just send it to friends like, haha, this is so funny, I'm so awesome. So that's kind of cool. I think that's all with my story. We'll see, right? Okay, so So you know stories. Oh, no, one other thing with story that's super important. So that's how you post your first one. But then you want to be able to post more because it's way fun to have like 2 or 3 that are constantly going through. Then when your friends bring it up, they're like, oh, look, there's her dog. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at her kids swimming in the pool. Oh, look at her kids kissing her, or she's kissing her kids and her lipstick's not coming off. Hi, see, selling without selling. It's awesome. And so they can like watch through all these cute little videos, things that you've done that last for 24 hours. But then in order for you to do a second one, you have to go to your home screen where you're visually looking at people's posts, right? And you're basically going to swipe to the right. And when you swipe to the right, then it shows that screen up, and then you can start all over and add another one. Then go back, swipe again, add a third one. You can do it however many you want. So a lot of girls, that's how people will do like live sales. Even though they're not live, they stay on for 24 hours, is that they will go through and they'll do their 20 seconds talking using that, I can't think of what it's called, using the hands-free. So they talk for 20 seconds and then they just push it again. And so they might have 10 of them up there and they're doing a sale via their story. Okay, so that's how people do it. Hashtags. Hashtags on Instagram are, I mean, if you're not using hashtags, don't post on Instagram because no one's seeing it. It's not even worth posting it. So hashtags are essential. That's how you gain followers. Believe it or not, people go in and they will hashtag, for example, because of Senegence. And they'll go in and just those posts will come up. Oh, not hashtag them. They will search that hashtag. And all those posts will come up and you can scroll back just through those posts. Or you can go in and type in apple cider lip scents. And guess what? All the pictures that people have tagged apple cider lip scents come up. So they can go through and be like, oh yeah, I really like this color, you know, etc. so forth. But so in order to get out of your warm market, just in general, you've got to use your hashtags. So you can use up to 30 hashtags per post. If you even use 31, they will not post your post, promise. So you want to make sure that you count and that you're using specific hashtags. There are ways to even go in and save your hashtags that you use over and over and over and really quickly just add them in. So Brenda goes over a lot of that in her Instagram course. It's amazing. But make sure that you're utilizing the hashtags. That's huge. So there's a couple different ways that you can go through and mess around with hashtags. Typically you want to use 15 general hashtags and 15 specific hashtags. So the general hashtags are the ones that have like, you know, 500,000 people that follow this particular hashtag, or things that have been posted with this particular hashtag, or you know, the other ones might have more like 1,000. Those are the specific ones, the ones that are smaller. And ideally you want to be able to see your own picture in the feed. So in the ones that are larger, again, say there's 500,000 things that have been posted under lipstick, for example. So when you pull up lipstick, because there's so many people posting to lipstick, it very quickly disappears and no one sees it. So you want some of those general ones because some people will still see it, but then you also want some of those specific ones so that you're also reaching out to others. Different suggestions that I have seen as I've learned off of Instagram, off of YouTube, and things like, and different articles I've read, is they've said to tag brands specifically, or to tag bloggers. So people that are specifically kind of already in your niche, maybe a specific brand like Sephora, or hashtag, I don't know, Maybelline or Revlon, or, you know, whatever it is that you're hashtagging, things that are similar. So people are out looking for something similar, so they're typing that in, but then you're also coming up in that feed. So you just want to do your homework and figure out which ones are general and which ones are specific, and have about 15 of each. There's a lot of different ways to do that. There is an app called Tag-O-Matic, and this app, you can actually type in your Instagram account information and it helps you pull up some hashtags that they feel are related to your account and what you're already posting and what you're doing. So that might be a fun one to mess around in, but there's a ton of apps that you can do that kind of stuff with. So again, if you just type even in your computer and type in, okay, how to find hashtags on Instagram, all kinds of stuff will come up. So you can kind of start your progress to learn. But typically, I will tell you that typically I post almost the same hashtags. I have specific ones that I have found that I really like, and that's kind of my niche, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it. But so I use a lot of them over and over and over every single day, which doesn't matter because I still end up with followers every single day that I post. So, and we'll get to that in a second too. So the biggest thing though that you have to know is if you're posting something on Instagram and you're tagging, if these are your tags, for example, hashtag Senegence, hashtag apple cider, hashtag apple cider lip sense, hashtag lip sense, hashtag lipstick, you're going to be getting 90% probably people looking at those and following those that are already distributors. You want to be thinking, oh my gosh, so who is my audience that I'm looking at? Hashtag mom life, hashtag soccer mom. Like, who is it that you're actually trying to reach and get them to look at? Because those are the people that you want to be looking at your stuff. I mean, I love that y'all want to see my stuff, but it really matters more that everyone else is seeing my stuff because I want them to buy my stuff, unless you want to, but then you can't be a distributor anymore. Okay, next one. When you're posting, always post to your Facebook business page as well. So this is something that Tracy and Leanna and Melanie and I played with a little bit. So the dual post of posting from your Instagram to your Facebook page. So this is a Facebook business page, totally different than your VIP group. It is a business page, okay? So when you post, you want to immediately also post to your Facebook page, and that's how you get seen more. Your Instagram post goes up. All of that stuff immediately kind of goes up, and you get more interaction with your posts. So basically, you're going to go in like you're normally posting, but it's on the same page as where you write the caption, where you type in whatever you're captioning your photo, that you're going to click the button that attaches your business page. So you just push it over and automatically it will post to Instagram and to your business page. So it will be the exact same thing, but it gets more views because it's being dual posted. There's also buttons on there to post to Twitter and to Tumblr if you do those as well. You can also post to those at the same time. And just immediately you're posting, boom, you're done. That alone will increase your engagement huge. So other ways to increase your engagement that I found just randomly online and just doing some research is, first of all, if you post a picture with someone else. So say Tracy and Melanie post a picture together, you want to mention the individual in the caption. So if it's Tracy and she's posting with Melanie and she says something, she wants to actually say her name in the caption, and not just her name, but her Instagram name. So, oh my goodness, Melanie Garrett Marshall, whatever your name is, sorry Mel, I don't know. Melanie Garrett Marshall, this has been the best weekend ever. We are the same people, I love you, Trace. But basically you wanna mention her or him or whoever it is in the caption. That increases your engagement by 56%. So having that name, not just in the hashtags or down below in the comments, in the actual, the caption itself, okay? Another thing that increases your engagement is having predominantly blue photos, which totally works to our advantage with Senegence because, hello, let's think Senna blue for just a minute, like hi, right? So Senna blue, water, sky, ocean, things like that. Or even there are different apps you can use to put your picture in and you can increase the amount of blue that's in them for real. So I don't know if that's just because people like blue or if because blue is kind of a calming color, but for some reason that will increase your engagement by 24%. So, I mean, it's worth taking the time to do. Thanks guys, I love all the, wow, thanks. Okay, another thing to think about is to geotag your photos. So if you do this, this actually increases your engagement on those photos by 79%. That's a really big percentage. So geotagging is huge. The only thing you want to be super careful about is that Instagram can be a little creepy, and I don't think you want stalkers. I certainly don't. So you do want to make sure that you go in and you untag any that are near your house. Like if I was on Instagram right now, I would not want them to be able to geotag my, and know exactly where I live, because it seriously tags it down to the very house. So you can go in and specify that the geotag can be Glendale, Arizona, or just Arizona in general, and bam, that's fine. But I don't need them to know where my house is. Thank you very much. Okay, so those are just random things. So another thing, hashtags. Hashtags always, 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 always should never be in your comments. Ever, 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 ever. Make sure that your hashtags are, in the comments, in your caption. They should never be in your caption. So you're like, hey, this is the cutest picture of me and my BFF ever. You know, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. But you don't then tag hashtag BFF, hashtag BFF forever. Like, you don't tag there. You post it, and then on the comments, in the first comment, you post your hashtags. You do not post them in your captions. You do not get as much engagement, I promise. So again, take Brenda Stur's course on Instagram and your mind will be even more mind blown, Trace. Promise. It'll be, wow, mind blown. But you'll learn so much. So yeah, definitely do not do them in your captions. So a lot of us use a lot of, like I use Sent Share to post everything on Facebook, to post my Facebook parties, to post to my team page, to post to my Facebook group. You cannot use Sent Share yet to post to Instagram. There are a couple things that I'll talk about in a minute, Mel. There are a couple things that there's a couple programs you can use to actually post to Instagram, but they don't actually. Brenda Stur, Kathy, S-T-E-R. The link to the courses is up right where I wrote live in the very beginning, okay, in my thing. So when I'm done, you'll be able to pull it right off. Okay. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I can't watch. Okay, let me go back. Melanie. So the reason that you do it is because it changes how quickly everything is seen, and you get more interactions if they're in the comments. So just make sure you're putting them in the comments. Sorry, Melissa, I didn't mean to scare you. Shoot, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh well, must not have been important. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Oh, it's not your fault. I'm kind of scatterbrained. Okay, next thing is lighting. Lighting is really important. Right now, I am talking to you through my phone, through my ring light. So I have my cute little background in the back so you can see that. But watch this. Hi. Nasty, right? And that is okay, but it makes all the difference in the world when you can actually see what's going on and you can see everything. If you don't have a ring light, okay, invest in one. The ones that go on your phone, the clip-ons, are actually pretty good. They're not they're not horrible. Definitely the one that I have here that I'm sitting in front of is a big 18-inch ring light, and it has a stand and I can put my phone in it. It's amazing. I love this thing. I use it all the time. They're really, I think they're like $150. I bought it on Amazon, Melissa. So, it's not anything, but it's worth every freaking penny because it makes such a difference in your pictures. So all your pictures, make sure your light is important, is really good. Reiki light, okay, Tracy says Reiki light. The other thing is just make sure that you're in front of a window. That makes a huge difference too. If you haven't watched Jenny Buchanan's YouTube about taking good selfies, go watch it. Best 25 minutes you will spend. Serious, she's amazing. But she gives a lot of good tips. So lighting is super important. So make sure that you're posting things that have good lighting in them, okay? Now I can't find the right one again. Dang it. Oh well. All right. Other thing, you need to make sure that you are posting every single day. Multiple times a day on Instagram is totally fine and acceptable because people are constantly on at different times all throughout the day. Just like with Facebook, you want to think about when you're posting though, because you do want to be in those top few so that when people search whatever your hashtag is, that you come up. So you want to try to be posting when they're, I mean, when do you scroll through your phone? Think through it. You know, right at the beginning of the morning when you wake up. Also maybe at lunchtime. If you have a lot of moms on your group, maybe during nap time, after school, later after homework's done, or, you know, after kids are in bed. Think through those times because it kind of depends. And of course on Instagram, you're hitting all kinds of people all the time. So it's a little bit more varied, but you're still going to have times when your thing is going to stay up there a lot longer in those top few posts. So that consistency is really important. Okay, so Brenda, my friend, Kathy, from the Socialite Suite, my friend, like I know her personally. Yeah, she's my friend. You know, Brenda from the Socialite Suite does a lot of really amazing things. She's phenomenal. But one of my favorite is that she does an Instagram challenge every month. That's not true. Every other month she does an Instagram challenge. So this month she is doing one and it's in the Socialite Suite. So if you're in the free Socialite Suite, you have access to her challenge. So this month, the title of it is Sweet June, hashtag Sweet June. So basically this is just something I printed off. So the first one that I did with her was in April and I increased my Instagram. So like I typed in, like I wrote down exactly how many followers I had because I wanted to see. I think I gained like 60 followers or something in the first month and I was like, holy crap, just by doing it every single day. Because Instagram, I wasn't really good about posting every day. So basically on here, what she does, for example, here, I'll show you this one since this is today. So you can go on and find this yourself, but so every day there's a topic. So the topic today is relaxed. So for example, we have to use the word relaxed in our post. You want to be creative because you can also type in hashtag Sweet June and look and see what everybody else is doing. And these are all just direct sellers. So you can kind of get some ideas and be like, oh, that's really creative, or oh, you know, whatever. And it kind of helps you be more creative when you're posting. Whatever you're going to post about, you still have to do the 911. You still want to make sure that most of them are not salesy posts. But how can you pull that in a way that's fun and engaging for the community of the people that you're trying to pull in, okay? So that is kind of the concept behind it. But then every single post for this whole entire month, you're supposed to make sure you hashtag Sweet June. So that you can then, she can go in and find you, you can go in and find yourself, as well as all the other direct sellers, and you can kind of see how each other's posts are doing and get inspiration from each other. So she does that every other month. So there won't be another one in the Socialite Suite until August. But I know that last month in May, my team actually, we came up with our own and I challenged them to do it. And it was really fun to see how many they actually, how much their engagement increased as well and how many followers they gained. We're doing this again as a team this month, and they all wrote their numbers in on a post, so we can kind of tell and see at the end who gains the most followers and how hard we worked, because it is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And the nice part about posting from Instagram to your Facebook page is your Facebook page is automatically being maintained as well. It's the same exact content, which doesn't matter, because typically people that are on Facebook looking are not typically on Instagram looking as well. Most people have kind of one favored social media realm that they kind of dominate and they get on all the time. So it doesn't necessarily matter that the content is exactly the same. So, I mean, if it's something of very grave concern to you, do that. Now, I will tell you that I have started in my Facebook VIP group because I want that to be a special group, and I want the people from Instagram to go to my Facebook group and to join my Facebook group. So the stuff in there for me is different than what I'm posting in my Instagram and my Facebook page. But those are like ways to get people that otherwise I don't know in. I hope I answered questions. I hope it was helpful, but that's really all I got for today. Do you have anything else specific, Tracy, that you want me to talk about? No. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so very much. You're so welcome. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I get to meet some of you at Pitt. So yeah, the link's at the top, Trace. So, okay, yeah, go on, use my link. It gives me a little bit of a kickback, so I should tell you that. But it's just, she's phenomenal. I will tell you one more thing. So she held a convention here in Arizona in May, and I was really hesitant to go in the beginning. She called it Sassy Con because everything's about her sassiness, right? And I was hesitant to go just because I didn't know what it would be like. But I went. It wasn't cheap, but I went, and it was seriously life-changing for me. Like, I learned so much from it. I was blown away, and it was filled with tons of other direct sellers. So the first day I sat at a table with LuLaRoe reps and Usborne reps, and I didn't know anybody when I went. Tried to get Tracy to come with me and she wouldn't, but I didn't know anyone, so I was just like, I made some friends. It was great. And then the second day she had us sit with people who sold similar things. So again, I sat at a table with another SeneGence person, as well as a couple people that sell Posh and Unique and Willing Beauty. So it has changed my business so much, Peggy, so much, just because you have such a different understanding. And she, like, the people, ScentShare was there, and ScentShare actually gave us like a planner that we can use, which I can post if you want, but a planner that we can use that you pull up, and it's a social media planner. So you can go in and say, okay, on Monday I am posting something purposeful that's educational in this, and here I'm doing this here. But it was the first convention of its kind. They don't know of any other direct sell convention that's ever happened where a bunch of different people have come together, and then she taught us tons of information that wasn't brand specific. So it was all how to do things within your brand. And I swear that is like my Sassy Pants group that I belong to, the one that I pay for every month through her, that's $12.99. I get more out of that group than any other group I can even begin to share. I know currently that group specifically is maxed out. She won't let more than 2,000 people in it, and there's 2,000 people, but there's a waiting list. So, you know, if you can afford to do that, get on the waiting list, because the group itself, I watch it every single day, and I do whatever she says because she knows her stuff. She's really good, and I've learned so much from her. So anyway, so links are in the comments. If you have other questions, feel free to message me or talk to Tracy, and that's all. Talk to you later. Bye. What did she used to do? Oh, Tracy. She sold Origami Owl for years, and she was the top seller for multiple years in a row. She just knows her junk. Prior to that, she was a social media corporate guru. So she knows social media. I learn more from social media about her. Like, it just blows my mind how she even knows what she knows, but she just knows so much. She introduced me to Periscope, which I've been using Periscope. I mean, there's just so many other things that just like, wah. So, but she's phenomenal. So yeah, get in there and start looking around. Start in the free one and just learn. And then get on and do those courses, and you'll be blown away at what they do for your business. So change your Facebook parties. Her Facebook parties rocks. Hostess coaching. There's branding. SassySuite.com, Joy. That is the computer, like the website. But then she has the Socialite Suite, and Suite like S-U-I-T-E. So, you know, like a special place you get to go. So the Socialite Suite is the free one. Then she has the Elite Suite. Once you've taken a course, you can join the Elite Suite. And then you can also be in Sweet Sassy Pants. And that is the one where you pay for the monthly fee. But yeah, please, if you're gonna get any of the courses, use the link that I put up at the top there. So I'd be grateful. And yeah, she's phenomenal. So anything else? All right, I'm gonna figure out how to save this and I'm gonna get out of here. Anybody know how before there's gotta be a way to save lives, right? Anyone know how to save the live? Save it for me. Okay, Mel, how do I save it? Save it for you. Joy, they have helped my business so much. Thank you, Kathy. Changed my Facebook parties for sure. And just changed my perspective on so many little things. I recently just went through and rebranded. Just end the video and then upload it. Okay, thank you. I recently rebranded all of my stuff, and it was through her stuff. She went through that through This Week's Sassy Pants every morning and directed us to different sites over the course of a few weeks to find this, that, or the other and to pull it together. And I absolutely love what I ended up with. My brand is now called Sing Out in the Rain, which is totally me. I'm a singer. It just works. And everyone, like, I asked a lot of girls in my Facebook group prior, like, can you help me pick a color, help me pick this, what reminds you of me? And they all shared all kinds of things. And when I eventually then posted it, all of them were like, oh my gosh, this is so you. And that's what you want. You want someone to look at your brand and say, oh my goodness, that has to be Haylee's, because even if you're on Pinterest or Instagram or wherever, because they immediately know, oh, that's totally hers because of whatever. So you're so welcome. Okay, I'm gonna close. Have a great day. Bye.